Hi guys, a very good evening to everyone and all the new students in the second batch who have joined us. A big grand welcome for all of you. So finally you have become the part of Vineet Pandey classes. Now you are a Vinetian and it's my task to make you a JRF. So please tell me how many of you have watched the latest videos we are posting. We do it every time. Just after COVID, 2 years, we could not do that because physical meeting, face-to-face meeting with the students was not possible. And at that time, we didn't know about the Zoom subscriptions, that there are paid subscriptions, we can record the interviews. When everybody was coming that, oh, I have given 200 results, I am the best, I am the best. It's easy to take some photographs, post it, write down some glossy, happy lines, and cheat. I decided that I'll go for videos. I will post the real interviews. Everybody says I'm the best, I'm the best, but when you have to show it, this is the reason today also you must have seen the video of Hina, the JRF girl. You must be knowing Anand, the JRF guy. You must be knowing the Navy boy, Ashraf. All of these people, and there are so many, special students like Vidhi, the way she fought for the exams. If you haven't seen those videos of success, watch those. Soon I'm going to post more than 137 interviews. Till now, I have done 137. There are 400 plus results. I should not say like that on camera, but somewhere I am bored of it. A lot of interviews, and I'm trying to finish every day 8 to 10 interviews. Now, students are also losing that patience that, sir, mera number kab aayega? Mera number kab aayega? Today, a girl from Kashmir was asking me, sir, aap kab se keh rahe ho interview karoge? When will you do those things? So today, as you all are here, and this is an orientation class for the second batch, many of you must be having questions how we are going to proceed in online classes, how we are going to develop the syllabus strategy, what are the the methods we are going to use here. So in this video live orientation class, I will be telling you the strategy, and along with that, I'll also talk about this, that what are the topics we are going to discuss. Yes, this is a live class. Somebody has written kya ye live class hai. Mohit has done, I am not God, Mohit. If you are a JRF, that's congratulations. I think, okay, I think it's a public class. गलती से private से public हो गया है. Because it's only for the registered student, but now Mohit is there, some other students are there. Oh, Mandeep Kaur, yes, Mandeep is asking me, sir, mera interview kab hai, mera interview kab hai? Okay, so it's a public class, but no problem. No problem. If it's a public class, everybody should know how to prepare and what are the strategies. So I'm having a pen and paper with me, just like teachers who write down and teach things. All the students who are registered in the class and all the new students who are watching it, please write down some important facts. Some important facts. Here, see, some of you are from good universities, right? And some of you have no experience or no knowledge in a proper way because you are from either non-collegiate, maybe a small weak background, or you are restudying after 5 years, 8 years, 10 years. Okay, so we have two different strategies for two types of people. So it's not like the a jhola chap doctor who gives same medicine to everyone. Okay, your head is paining, take that. Stomach is paining, take that. Separate guidance for separate systems, separate people. The first one, those who are good in literature, are regular student, have recently qualified their post-graduation, technically those who are in touch of English literature and come from a very good university. You people have to remember this thing, that you have to make a base in history of English literature, and you can simply start with Routledge, or you can read the famous book by Andrew Sanders. Andrew Sanders. See, Andrew Sanders is not an easy book. It's a tough book. but it's for you because you can do that. The students who are from weak background, small town background, private colleges where the teachers are not taking proper classes, and you feel that you are not having that much confidence, go for William J. Long. You take William J. Long. And students who are in online registered class, you don't have to buy William J. Long, you don't have to buy Routledge, you don't have to buy Andrew Sanders, Compton Rickett, Legis Kazamia. इनमें से कुछ नहीं खरीदना है. And you know why? Because with all these things, Paul Poplavsky, this man, English literature in context, you will be getting in lectures all these things. So 7 to 8 books. You know, if you watch the videos of successful candidates, all watch their videos, interviews. They are saying, sir, your lectures, only your lectures. Watch those videos. So those who are in the class, no need, yes, on camera, no need to take any book. Just remember this, that make sure you are following the lectures religiously. Now, how we are going to proceed, okay? The first thing, 80% to 90% competition will come in British history. Most of the people who are going to give you a competition, that's in British history, 80% to 90%. Why? Because either you're from Kerala or from Kashmir, from Sikkim to Goa. Everybody knows Shakespeare, everybody knows Milton, everybody knows John Donne, everybody knows Matthew Arnold, T.S. Eliot, Alexander Pope, Jonathan Swift. Why? Because British history is available. And 90% coaching teachers, they are good in British history only. So British history is something common. That the same thing I tell to my students in the offline batch also, in Delhi offline batch, that remember this thing. Anybody who comes to compete you will be the level 1. Level 1, you will have a competition because everybody will be prepared with British history. Now here, a question comes that if everybody will be prepared with British history, then what is special that we are going to do? When I will teach you British history, I will not teach you only writers, only books. I will be talking about the date, age, chronological details, their royal conditions, political conditions, conditions of women from Marxist point of view, feminist point of view, post-colonial narration. When I will be teaching you Elizabethans, you will see what is called University of Delhi Standard. When I'll be teaching you Elizabethans, we'll go for post-colonial study of Tempest. We will not read Tempest as a normal book. That's a graduation thing. Anybody can read that. I will be talking about the post-colonial narrations where they will use the word beast. And the question will be that why Trinculo looks at Caliban and calls him a beast. What is the attitude behind? And here the question will be actually related to post-colonialists. And that will be called exotic otherness. Suppose you are simply reading Tempest, सिंपल कहानी सिंपल स्टोरी पढ़ रहे हो टेम्पस का, जैसे ग्रेजुएशन में लोग पढ़ रहे होते हैं. When I used to teach in the University of Delhi, we would deal in a different way. Trinculo looks at Caliban and says, look at this beast. We will take this beast to England. This will be the question, and in option they'll ask you that in this attitude, what do you find? And there will be the option exotic otherness. Other students must be thinking, what is this? How it is connected to Tempest? Shakespeare was doing this thing. We have to talk about those things. Second thing, when I will be teaching you King Lear, we will talk about disability concept. 99% students do not know about disability literature. People differently abled, the mindset, psychology, the disability literature. Technically, your British history will be far better than their British history. So nobody is going to compete you. Why? You will be damn good with chronological details. You will be highly prepared with the sociological details. You will be highly prepared with the references along with those things. You will be knowing the movements, conditions of the society, and then all types of study related to those things. So technically, okay, some of you has started troubling the live batch. Okay, don't worry. Dating chat. अरे यार dating chat क्यों डाल रहे हो इसमें? भाई ये dating chat वाला सिस्टम नहीं है. Okay, so somebody has found this crowd. यहाँ पे डेट दी, ये पढ़ने वाले बच्चे हैं, पढ़ाई लिखाई वाले बच्चे, इनको डेट शीट पे नहीं जाना होता. डेट शीट पे जाओगे ना तो चाय की दुकान लगानी पड़ेगी. ओके, रिमेंबर दिस थिंग. सक्सेस के लिए फॉरगेट दोज थिंग्स. ओके, सो 80-90% लिटरेचर जो है आपका ब्रिटिश हिस्ट्री कॉन्सेप्ट आएगा, that will be highly prepared. You'll be knowing poetry schools, magazines, references, comments, and all. Then we switch to criticism, literary criticism. Now, most of the people make a mistake and don't know that when to start criticism. Sometimes they ask me that, sir, can I start British history and criticism together? No, you can't do that. No. If you are starting criticism before British history, you're going to have a blunder. You know why? Because you won't be understanding the literary references. You won't find the connections. So when you read classical literature and they say Matthew Arnold was a classicist, you won't understand. And you know, they will ask a simple question. When Matthew Arnold said that Chaucer lacks high seriousness, what does that mean? Chaucer lacks high seriousness. So what does that mean? So Chaucer is the first writer, grandfather of English novel, the first storyteller, the first writer. How can Matthew Arnold criticize him? But he was not criticizing. Matthew Arnold was a writer who was in the tradition of classical literature. And he said that Chaucer is no doubt a good writer. Matthew Arnold says this thing, that it is with him that our real poetry is born. But then he simply said this thing, that Chaucer was not serious. And the same thing he used for Shakespeare. So you have to understand that which writer is of which tradition. Like T.S. Eliot. People say T.S. Eliot is a modern writer. But do you know, in his tradition of writing, Eliot himself was also a classical kind of writer. A writer supporting classicism. There is a proper discussion where Eliot himself says that I am a royalist in politics, classicist in literature, and Anglo-Catholic in religion. So Alexander Poe, Ben Jonson, John Dryden, and Arnold, T. Eliot, they are in same team. So once you understand their works and all, you will simply find out that we can simply handle this thing. Now, once you are done with literary criticism, then you have to go for postmoderns. When you go for, this is very important. If you know the order, sometimes people make a mistake. Maximum students make a mistake. They start preparing for NET and they start reading literary theory. Oh, this is tough. Read literary theory. No, you don't have to touch literary theory before you have completed moderns and criticism. Criticism is the first step. Then comes literary theory. T.S. Eliot is a bridge between criticism and literary theory. T.S. Eliot is the part of criticism, tradition and individual talent. T.S. Eliot is also the part of new criticism member. He said new criticism with lemon squeezing that I will be teaching you. So remember this, that first British history, then criticism, after criticism, postmoderns. Why postmoderns? Because when you'll be completing the British history and we'll be doing modern literature, modern writers, we will find out what is postmodern, what makes it postmodern. And when we talk about postmodern, we'll have to understand what is structuralism and post-structuralism. Postmodern is all about post-structuralist analysis. And you know what? We have to go for the genres. We are not going to read them, okay, today only postmoderns, read the writers. No. We are going to see how postmodern references can be seen in other literature. Do you know John Bunyan's Life and Death of Mr. Badman is also known as the precursor of modern novel that comes from 17th century? Lawrence Sterne, his famous work, The History Adventures of Tristram Shandy the Gentleman, a book which was written around 1748. That book is known as one of the finest example of postmodern literature. Imagine, where people will be teaching you that postmodern starts after 1950, I'll be telling you that there are some books which were already using postmodern techniques. And when we'll deal with those things, I'll be teaching you fate theater, absurd theater. I'll be talking about the theater of cruelty, along with that, epic theater, and then existentialism. Then in existentialism, we'll talk about Max Weber's concept. We are going to prepare those things in detail because your 90% competition will surrender in British history. इन बच्चों के वीडियोस देखो जिन्होंने अभी नेट क्वालिफाई किया है, जेआरएफ किया है, देखो उनके इंटरव्यूज. दे आर सेइंग सर वही पढ़ा जो आपने पढ़ा है. 90% competition, your competition, they will be defeated in level 1. You will go for level 2, where they will not even understand the difference between moderns and postmoderns. They will not even know what is early moderns, what is high moderns, what is ultra moderns. They have not even heard about what is postmodern. You will be knowing everything. You will be knowing what is pastiche, what is paranoia, what is temporal distortions. You will be prepared with those things. But are we done with the syllabus? No. It's only 30%. Till now, we have done 30%. With postmodern literary theories, 30%. 70% syllabus, the language, culture studies, English in India, the language pedagogy, still left. Well, we'll have a unit like drama where everybody will be simply reading British drama. I will be teaching you German fate theater drama. We'll be dealing with absurd theaters and take the writers in reference. Eugene Ines को पढ़ेंगे. Jean Genet, we'll be studying Jean Genet, a writer who was a criminal by nature, was imprisoned for 30 years. In short, दोस्तों, जो चीजें कभी सुनी नहीं होंगी ना, वो पढ़ोगे तुम. There is a line, culture study by Pramod K. Nair. No. P.K. Nair sir is good man, but his culture study is just an Indian version. There are no books of culture studies in India. So if I say that what are the books I am going to use, I will be going for this one. But do I have just one book of culture study? I think 7 to 8. That's post-humanism. There's a post-humanism. ये तो मेरी टेबल बुक्स हैं जो मैं रेगुलरली पढ़ रहा होता हूँ. Post-humanism, इंडिया का सबसे लेटेस्ट टॉपिक. That will be the highly beneficial thing for you. You know, how do I know all these things? Luckily, I became the part of University of Delhi. So me, my friends, my teachers, seniors, all those University of Delhi people, we talk about latest thing. We have our groups. We discuss latest papers, latest PhD topics. And that's why you'll be having all those things. Now, I'll have to be a little practical and honest. Unfortunately, I didn't know this session became public. And when we take fees, I am liable for my registered student first. So I cannot reveal the rest of the strategy. I know some of you won't like that, but a person who is friend of everyone is a friend of none. अगर मैं यहाँ पे सारा syllabus explain कर दूंगा, so then my students will have a top class competition. Then how will I promise them, okay, you are with me, you are a VINEETIAN, you will have a NET and JRF. So we'll stop the session. The part 2 will be shared with the second batch. Second batch, I'll be dealing with the African literature, German, French, Russians, and along with all those things, we'll also talk about the important topics of linguistics, literary devices, and then culture study and other things. Something secret. So I'm so sorry for the students who are watching it for public, but I'm really sure you are all mature and you'll understand. ये actually public हो गया, मुझे unlisted करना चाहिए था, so I cannot share the complete strategy, and yes, stay tuned. Thank you so much and forgive my practical behavior because I have promised them. Bhisham Pitama had a promise with Gaurav and he couldn't support Pandavas. So I have also taken a side. My side is for those who are already registered and I'm really sorry for that. So but yes, stay tuned. Indirectly, you will get to know things. Chalo, then see you all. Take care. Bye-bye.